Get ready for incredible community action, because the first ever UCP Plus and CareMax Senior Solutions Golf Tournament is happening in just 1 week at the Copper River Country Club to raise vital funds for individuals with disabilities. Summer with CareMax and Roger with UCP Plus Central California are joining us to break down everything you need to know about this landmark event, including the exciting raffle items, the silent auction, and the awards for the top golfers. Next up, we look at as his attorney contended that he is not a flight risk and needs time for treatment. And finally, get ready for some serious Texas golf action, because the Wild Spring Dunes is opening its doors for a 2-day fried egg golf event this October. Participants will experience the new Tom Doak design across 54 holes, and we'll be covering all the details on the schedule, travel, and what to expect for this exciting fall event. Sign up for daily and breaking news headlines now. Fresno, California. The community is set for a significant fundraising event next week as the first ever UCP Plus and CareMax Senior Solutions Golf Tournament approaches. Scheduled to take place at the Copper River Country Club, the tournament aims to raise crucial funds for programs dedicated to supporting individuals with disabilities. The event is slated for May 26, running from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Attendees can look forward to a full day of activity, featuring raffle items, a silent auction, and awards recognizing the top golfers. Summer with CareMax and Roger with UCP Plus Central California recently joined reporters to discuss the organization's mission and provide insights into what participants can expect from the tournament. Further details regarding registration and participation are available via the provided link. The artificial ponds within the Snowmass Club golf course are proving to be vital sanctuaries for local wildlife, offering refuge for birds, frogs, and beavers amidst recent drought conditions. Snowmass Village Animal Services Officer Michelle Mack confirmed that the club's management maintains consistent water levels in these ponds, which attract wildlife when other natural water sources have dried up. We've seen pretty dry and dusty trails, dried-out creeks, and we're not getting the snowmelt that we would typically see, Mack stated. These artificial ponds definitely help wildlife when other sources are failing. Their main goal is finding food and water, so if that's there, they'll seek it out. Throughout the year, the ponds support diverse populations. During winter, deer, elk, and coyotes utilize the water for hydration. Warmer months see beavers, amphibians, and numerous bird species thriving in the area. The ponds are particularly crucial during bird migration, from mid-April to mid-May, serving as essential stopover spots where avian species rest, feed, and seek shelter. They're using that habitat, either they're nesting in it or using it as what they call a stopover spot, where birds can rest and get some food and water, Mack explained. She noted that the surrounding grass and reeds provide excellent cover from predators, benefiting species like meadowlarks and sparrows. Beyond birds, the ponds host small reptiles, amphibians, and fish, which form a critical part of the avian diet. Despite the high altitude, the area maintains a steady population of these aquatic life forms, including salamanders, turtles, frogs, and fish. Residents and visitors are encouraged to enjoy a stroll along the Snowmass Club's paved walkway before or after golfing hours, which run from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Visitors are reminded that dogs must be leashed and walkers should maintain distance from any wildlife. In separate news, The Pitkin County Board of County Commissioners has considered an alternative proposal for the proposed Snowmass Trailhead, parking, and access improvements project, aiming to better meet existing user needs and alleviate roadside parking congestion. A judge has ordered the release of Andrew Mullen, 39, following a court hearing where his lawyer argued that he suffers from combat PTSD as a mitigating factor in his case. Mullen was accused of shooting a coworker at Atomic Golf and triggering a lengthy standoff last month. Mullen faces 1 count of battery with a deadly weapon, 1 count of resisting a public officer with a firearm, and multiple counts of discharging a firearm within a structure. District Judge Joe Hardy granted the release under specific conditions, including prohibitions on possessing firearms, mandatory treatment, adherence to medication schedules, staying out of trouble, and maintaining distance from Atomic Golf. Mullen will be placed under high-level electronic monitoring, allowing him to reside at home but restricting travel to necessary locations like work or school. Defense attorney Alan Buttell contended that Mullen is not a flight risk or a danger to the community, emphasizing that the unique circumstances of the incident would not be repeated. Buttell highlighted that Mullen is a combat veteran who served in Iraq and Afghanistan and suffers from severe post-traumatic stress disorder. He argued that release would allow Mullen to access necessary medication and resume treatment. Chief Deputy District Attorney Jory Scarborough stated he found no basis to argue for a danger or flight risk due to Mullen's lack of prior criminal history, expressing thanks for his service. However, the prosecutor maintained limited opposition, citing ongoing questions regarding the trigger for the shooting and concerns about the potential for similar incidents. During the proceedings, Judge Hardy questioned Buttell about what precipitated the shooting beyond the general mention of PTSD. Buttell indicated that Mullen had begun reducing his medication, which affected his sleep, as a contributing factor. Mullen's defense suggested he was concerned about a group of Hispanic men he had removed from the venue potentially harming him, leading to a barricade. Police reports indicated that Mullen was in an office with a darkened window overlooking an employee break room. An arrest report detailed that Mullen believed a woman was attempting to lure him to fire his weapon, and after spotting movement through holes in the window, he isolated his target and fired. The victim, a kitchen cleaner, reported hearing a man say, "Open the door," before being struck in the chest by gunfire but survived. Buttell asserted there was no evidence to suggest the shooting was intentional, claiming the woman startled Mullen, who subsequently began shooting randomly. Mullen was arrested following a 6-hour standoff. East Texas is set to host a major golf event this fall with the opening of the new Wild Spring Dunes course. The venue will be the site of a 2-day fried egg golf event on October 21 and 22, 2026, offering participants 54 holes across the 2 days, with 18 holes on the afternoon of the 21st and 36 holes on the 22nd. This event marks the debut of the latest Tom Doak design at Wild Spring Dunes, which integrates a distinct North Carolina flair into the East Texas landscape, featuring varied terrain around Mt. Baldy. The event schedule includes a lunch and barbecue dinner on October 21, followed by lunch on October 22, and a dinner at the Republic Steakhouse in the Fredonia Hotel on the evening of the 22nd. Participants will receive tea gifts and prizes from Fried Egg Golf and its partners. Caddies are mandatory for this walking-only event, incurring an additional cost. Team competition details are also available, with a 2-person, 36-hole team competition kicking off on October 22, featuring both gross and net scoring. Participation in the team competition is optional. Logistical details for the event are as follows. Arrivals and lunch are scheduled for noon on October 21st, with tea times beginning at 1:00 p.m. and barbecue at 7:00 p.m., followed by check-in at the Fredonia Hotel at 7:30 p.m. The next day begins with breakfast at the hotel at 7:00 a.m., followed by morning tea times at 8:00 a.m., lunch at noon, afternoon tea times at 1:00 p.m., and dinner at 8:00 p.m. Wild Spring Dunes is situated near MT, Enterprise, Texas. For those traveling, George Bush Houston International Airport, IAH, and Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, DFW, are approximately 2.5 hours away. Austin Bergstrom International Airport, AUS, is about 4 hours from the venue. Accommodation is available through a room block at the Fredonia Hotel in Nacogdoches, which is a 20-minute drive from Wild Spring Dunes. All registered participants will receive a link to reserve rooms. Regarding participation rules, singles are welcome, with pairings based on skill level. There is no handicap requirement, only a pace requirement, ensuring broad participation. This is strictly a walking-only event, with no carts available. Women are welcome to participate. Refunds for the event are available up to 30 days prior to the event, minus a 5% processing fee. Beyond the golf event, the region offers other sporting attractions. The New York Giants will visit Houston for a noon kickoff on Sunday, October 25th. Local college football matchups include the Texas Longhorns, with games scheduled around October 17th, and the Texas A&M Aggies against Citadel on the same date. Florida will also be in town on October 17th to play the Longhorns, and Ole Miss is scheduled for Saturday, October 24th.